Excellent. So just to make sure everyone's got their object, so mine is a singing bowl, and you're just going to leave that to the side of you for now. So we're going to start. So this mindful class is it's more about being mindful of what is going on inside our bodies as we move, more mindful of the sensations within our body, and it really does help to calm you and to think about things a bit more deeply as well. So it's not about deep poses today, it's about connecting more deep within yourself. Sometimes you can actually feel a bit of emotions here as well. Just allow it to flow. So I really do hope you enjoy this class. I know you will. So we're going to start first with a bit of mindful breathing. So what I want you to do, if anybody can't hear me by any chance, just come up close to the screen and give me a little wave. But put all your thumbs up if everyone's hear me okay, and we will get going. Lovely, excellent. Okay, just turn this. Excellent. Right, so we're going to start off with our mindful breathing. So seated cross-legged, and we're just going to check in with ourselves, check in with our posture. So I just want to now invite you to close the eyes. We want to take our senses away from the outside world a moment. We want to bring everything we want to focus on the inside of us, on our own souls. Excellent. So we're just going to begin by just noticing and being aware of our posture. So we want to be seated nice and tall, but relax the shoulders. Allow the shoulders to soften. Allow the jaw to soften. And then we're going to start by breathing in and out nice and slowly. So one breath cycle should last for approximately 6 seconds. And this time in the class, we're going to breathe in through the nose and we're going to breathe out through the mouth, letting your breath flow effortlessly in and out of your body. Begin to let go of your thoughts. Let go of anything you have to do later today or pending projects that need your attention. Just simply let thoughts rise and fall of their own accord and just be at one with your breath. So purposely start to watch your breath, focusing your sense of awareness on its pathway as it enters your body and fills you with life. Then watch with awareness as it works its way up and out of your mouth. So this was just a simple 1-minute exercise, and if you're someone that thought you would never be able to meditate, guess what? You're just basically halfway there. You've almost done it, and now we're going to move on to our next mindful exercise, and I love this exercise. So can I see all your objects? Let me see what you've got. So mine is my singing bowl. Lovely. Excellent. Okay, so mine is my singing bowl. So this exercise is a very powerful exercise. It helps you to notice and appreciate things more. So with your chosen object, what I want you to do is bring all your awareness, all your attention to this object, focusing on this object you have. So don't do anything except notice the thing you are looking at. Turn it around, do whatever you need to do. Simply relax into watching it for as long as your concentration allows you to. Look at the object as if it's the first time that you've seen this object. Visually explore every aspect of its formation and allow yourself to be consumed by its presence. Allow yourself to connect with its energy. Begin to really feel around this object, all the grooves. Is it smooth? Has it got loads of grooves in it? Is it rough? Notice every aspect of this object you have in your hand. Notice the sound. Does it make any sound? Notice any sounds that it might make. And then just notice what purpose this object has. So if it is sentimental, how does this object make you feel? What does it mean to you? What purpose does it have in this life? Really look deep and focus. Just spend a couple of more moments on really focusing on this object. And when you are ready, just place the object down to the side. And just now begin to notice how you feel. So that right there was actually meditation. How many of you was actually focused on anything else? How many of you was actually focused on that to-do list, or that project you have to get done, or the stress of what we're going through? I can imagine that none of you was, because you were so focused, you brought all your attention on this object. And it could have been anything, even if it was a bottle of water, a leaf, whatever it was. This object will have purpose in this life, and you was able to just come into yourself, focus on this one thing, to allow your mind to become clear. And just for a moment, be present. Be present of the touch, the sound, the smell. And that right there is mindfulness. That right there is meditation. And it allows you to bring a bit of positive sensations inside your body. So now that we've sort of calmed the mind, learned a bit of mindfulness and what mindfulness is, we're just going to move on to something called, I call this the diamond pelvic connection. So like I said, today is all about noticing every part of the body in our movement, noticing the connection between whatever, if we're sitting on the earth, noticing the connection with the earth and the body, the support the earth gives us. So I have actually done this exercise before. We're going to bring now all of our awareness, keep your legs folded, crossed, and then what you're going to do is bring your awareness to your pelvis area, so into your pelvic. So this right here is your pelvis. The pointy bit here, the two index fingers, you're going to notice as your sitting bone, sorry, not your sitting bone, sorry, your pubic bone. The two on the sides, so just in between your thumb and your finger, that right there is your sitting bones. And at the back, where my thumbs are, that's your tailbone. So what we're going to do, we're going to do some rotations on the floor, just like this. I'll just show you. Hands onto your knees, and we're going to allow every part of that connection to connect to the earth. It's a nice rotation. So right, what I'm going to get you to do, just watch my hands. We're going to do this nice and slowly and mindfully, okay? So take a deep breath in. As you exhale, you're going to tilt forward onto your pubic bone. So just your pubic bone connected to the earth. We're going to come round to the right. Feel the connection with your right sitting bone. Moving round to the back, tucking that tailbone under, round in the back. Feel the tailbone coming round to the left sitting bone. Pubic bone, sitting bone. And now close your eyes and feel every connection. So just come back to center. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. As you exhale, come forward onto your pubic bone, round to your sitting bone, round to your tailbone and sitting bone. Now just do this for a few more breaths, really moving mindfully. Bending the elbows, opening the chest, rounding the shoulders. And then rotate the other way, so come back the other way now. And again, just by focusing on all these connections, this movement, the breath, you're able to take your mind away from the outside world, bringing it deep within you, allowing your mind to become calm. And as you inhale, just come back to center, seated nice and tall, and open your eyes and just begin to notice again how you feel, how your mind feels, how your body feels, just by taking that moment to just be more mindful of what you are moving and how you are moving. So what we're going to do now is we're going to come onto our knees into our child pose. Now I always do this exercise in all my classes because it's a great pose for the spine, the back, the hips, the shoulders. It's so good, and it also gives a little massage for your internal organs as well. So again, fingers nice and spread. Be mindful that the wrist is in line with the shoulders. Gazing softly back at the knees, making sure the knees are in line with the hips. We want that nice square table. Try not to let the belly dip. So what you want to do here is just draw that navel ever so slightly in towards the spine, creating a nice neutral spine. We're going to do this nice and slowly, okay? So just gazing softly at the floor. As you inhale, you're going to allow the tummy to dip, tilt the tailbone up, lift the head, lift the chest, draw the shoulder blades back. And as you exhale, you're going to tuck that tailbone under, you're going to push the hands into the earth, feel the energy of the hands, being able to round the back, the support the hands are giving you to be able to do this, to broaden the shoulders. And again, inhale, allow those shoulder blades to come back in together, dip in the tummy, looking up. Exhale, push those hands into the earth. Feel that energy in the arms as the arms strengthen to allow you to round the shoulders. Just do a couple of more rounds, inhaling through the nostrils, and as you exhale, breathe out of the mouth and really push up. Think of an angry cat or a Halloween cat. Excellent. And on your next in-breath, we're just going to come back to our neutral spine. And now we're going to come to standing, but very, very, very slowly. Just listen. Now it's about the senses of the hearing. Listening to my voice. Focus on every part of the body. So we're going to focus now on the hands and tuck the toes under. Feel that connection with the toes into the earth, the knees and the hands. So this is all we're focusing on at the moment, the hands, knees and toes. Start to begin to walk the hands back, noticing the hands lifting off the floor and coming back down. Walking the hands in towards your body. Slowly, slowly push your toes into the earth. Feel your toes connect. Then the pads of your feet, bringing the thighs in towards the tummy. The arches of your feet connecting to the earth and the heels. So now you should be in a nice squat with your toes, your feet completely on the earth. Keeping the neck tucked into the chin, the chin tucked into your chest. Slowly begin to extend from the knees, so you're engaging those calf muscles, keeping the tummy tucked into the thighs. Slowly, slowly extend the knees. Begin to lift the chest away from the thighs. Keep the knees bent if you need to, if your hamstrings are tight. And then just allow the top half of the body to become limp, to become soft. But keeping that nice engagement in the legs. Bringing the hips up and allowing that top half of the body just to feel heavy. Bring the hands onto the shins. Feel that connection. Feel the warmth from your hands on your skin. And slowly walk your hands up your legs. Still keeping those legs engaged. And now you're going to start to engage the hips. Engage the back, the lower back. And feel every vertebrae as you roll up in your spine. Slowly, slowly start to engage your tummy, keeping the neck and the head absolutely last. Draw those shoulder blades back together and bring the head and the neck absolutely last. How amazing was that? So we don't do this in life, do we? We just get up. And sometimes when we just get up, we move our neck funny, and just being mindful of every movement. It's an amazing feeling. So now this is really one of my favourite ones, and this is called mountain pose, Tadasana. Now, mountain pose, it's all in the name. You're strong like a mountain. So we're going to start from the foundation. We're going to start from the roots, and we're going to work our way up to the mind. So we're going to bring our feet hip width apart. Bring your arms down to your sides, down to the sides of your thighs, and just feel them ever so softly touching the sides of your legs. Close your eyes a moment and just take a few breaths and be aware of these breaths. And then we're just going to bring our focus right now to our knees. We're just going to soften the knees slightly. Perfect. So we want a slight bend in the knees. And now we're going to connect to all four corners of the feet. So stay exactly as I've told you so far. And then what you're going to do is ever so nice, smooth sways from side to side. But what you're going to do is you're going to come to each. So as you move over to the right, you're going to feel the connection with the sides of your feet on the right. And then over to the left. And the in-between as well. So the connection with the whole sole of the foot and the sides of the feet. Without bringing the feet completely off the floor. Lovely. And then just come come back to centre a moment. So just by doing this, you're able to see when you're off balance to when you're balanced. And then we're slowly going to rock back and forth. It's nice, slow, controlled, mindful movements. So the way I like to visualise this and do this and feel this is as you rock back, feel the heels connected to the earth. So we're going to go nice and slowly. And as you come forward, feel the arches of the foot, then the pads, and then the toes squeezing into the earth. And again, the toes, the pads, the arches, the heels. Just rocking back and forth. And just come back to centre a moment. Keep the feet completely connected to the earth, but roll the toes up. So bring those toes up, and like I get you to do with your fingers, spread the toes as much as you can. And while they're still spread, lower them down to the ground and really push those toes into the earth. And now just close your eyes and imagine your feet as roots. So you have just grounded and rooted your feet into the earth. So you are now strong like a mountain. And now what I want you to do is imagine this: two bright lights, one in your right foot, one in your left. And this light on each foot is full of energy, and this energy is connected to your body. And as you bring your awareness and your attention into the feet, these bright lights begin to make their way up your calves. So begin to feel your calves engaging. And as your calves engage, your knees engage, and you lift your knees up so you're coming into a straight leg. And as your knees engage, your thighs begin to engage. And then what we want to do is tuck that tailbone under. So the tailbone is just located by the base of your spine. So you're going to tilt the pelvis. And as you do this, you'll feel your abdomen engage. Feet still connected to the earth. And then this bright light has come together now. So it's just one ball of energy surrounding your abdomen, filling your internal organs with health, wellness. And then you begin to really lengthen through the spine, coming into a nice tall standing position. Relaxing the shoulders but still keeping that length. Chin nice and parallel to the earth. If your eyes are not already closed, do close them, but if this feels uncomfortable for you, then keep the eyes open. Because right now I just want you to come into complete stillness. I want you to focus on this stillness. But now what I want you to know is your body is not actually completely still. It's as if the wind is passing through your body as you have these slight swaying movements. But even though it's not completely still, it still brings that sense of freedom, that sense of calmness. And now we're going to mindfully move our arms up. So we're going to use the breath to pull our arms up. So as you inhale, we want to have a nice deep inhalation. And as you inhale, feel your arms lifting as if the breath is lifting your arms. And notice the sensations within your arms. It's like your arms are becoming heavy. Feel the blood rushing down your arms. And as you exhale, allow the breath to slowly bring the arms back out. Noticing the sensations of the arms lengthening and then becoming light and relaxed, bringing them all the way down to your sides. And again, inhale, let that breath bring the arms up, noting every sensation in the arms. And exhale, allow the arms to come down to the sides, that breath bringing the arms down. Feel the blood rushing to your fingers. And relax your body. So the last exercise until we move on to our mindful meditation is called a roll down for serenity. So keep those legs nice and engaged, feet hip width apart. Now the ideal here is as we inhale, we're going to slowly begin to relax now. So we started off from the lower, but now we're starting off from the upper body. So we're going to begin first with every out breath to relax the mind, the head, the neck, the shoulders, chest, upper back and below. So I will guide you through this. So you're keeping everything engaged right now. Take that deep breath in, engage every part of your body. As you exhale slowly, begin to soften the neck, the head, and it's if you're coming round, forward, rolling over a ball. So allow the chest to relax, allow the back to relax, and just stop where you are a moment. Come back to the breath, take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, we're going to allow the middle of the back and the abdomen to relax. Allowing the hips to relax as you come further down. And then we're going to stop at the hips, keeping those legs engaged still. And allow the arms to become heavy. And as you exhale, slowly, slowly coming down. And if you've got your hair down, even notice every hair follicle in your head. The connection it has to your arms. And then slowly, slowly coming down to the earth. Feel the ground with your fingers. Touch the earth. Take a deep breath in. Now as you exhale, we're going to soften the knees and we're going to slowly, slowly flex the knees, bend the knees, coming down into a squat, allowing the hips, the thighs to relax, coming into a deep squat, feet flat to the floor. Now bring the arms as if you're hugging yourself and really give yourself a big hug, really tense every part of your body. And then as you relax, bring your hands behind you for support. Slowly come back onto your sitting bones, nice and slow. Take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, bring the legs extended out in front of you, noticing the knees extending, the connection with the feet to the earth, and the whole body relaxing into the earth. The connection with your legs, your sitting bones. So just slightly move the flesh away from your sitting bones. Feel that connection. So now you've been able to widen your sitting bones. Feel the connection right there. Relax the shoulders, bringing your body in a nice 90-degree angle. Palms flat to the earth, to the side of you. Flex the feet up. Engage the leg muscles. Take a deep breath in, bring the arms up and over the head. And as you exhale, you're going to hinge from the hips and you're going to reach forward, keeping that length. And as you exhale, you're going to come into a seated forward fold. You might need to keep the knees bent here, especially if your hamstrings are tight. But just be mindful and just allow your body to become soft now. Use the out breath to allow the body to become soft. Taking a few deep breaths here. And as you inhale, you're going to reach forward again, engage those leg muscles, And you're going to come all the way up and let that out breath pull your arms down. Feel your arms lengthening, coming all the way down. Excellent. Get you to come back into that little squat again and just give yourself a hug. Really squeeze yourself, really tense. And then as you exhale, bring the hands down to the back. Bring the legs on the floor, buttocks on the floor, lay the legs down. And we're going to slowly lay down on our backs. Bringing that core in and allowing the back to connect to the earth. Laying down completely on our backs. Bringing the head down to the earth. Bring the arms to the side of the body and about 45 degrees away from the body. Bring the legs about to hip width apart, just over hip width apart. And allow the feet to softly hang out to the sides and relax and soften. Close the eyes. And just begin to notice any sounds around you. Even if it's kids screaming, just notice these sounds and notice the sounds that these joys can bring you. The joy this sound has. Go beyond the sound that you're hearing now and see if you can notice any other sounds around you. And now we're going to begin by bringing your attention into your body. If your eyes are not already closed, begin to allow the eyelids to soften and close the eyes. Notice your body. Feel the weight of your body on the earth. Take a few deep breaths. And as you take a deep breath in, invite more oxygen into your body. And as you exhale, have a sense of relaxing more deeply. You begin to notice your feet on the earth, the sensations of your feet on the earth, the weight, pressure, vibrations, and heat. Begin to bring your awareness into your legs. Feel your legs against the earth. The pressure, pulsing, heaviness, lightness. Notice your back against the earth. And now begin to bring your attention into your stomach. If your stomach is tense or tight, allow it to soften. Take a nice, deep, nourishing breath in and bring your awareness to your hands. Are your hands tense or tight. See if you can allow them to soften. Notice your arms, feeling any sensation in your arms, and allow your shoulders to relax. Allow your shoulders to become soft. Bringing your awareness to your neck and your throat. Allowing them to become soft, relaxed. Begin to soften your jaw, allowing your face and facial muscles to be soft. Bringing your attention to your eyelids and allowing your eyelids to become heavy. Allowing them to relax. Then just begin to notice your whole entire body becoming present. Begin to wiggle your fingers and wiggle your toes, feeling the sensations. And as you take a deep breath in, allow that breath to bring the arms up and over the head. Exhale, just relax the shoulders, and then as you inhale, give a nice deep stretch in the arms and in the legs as if you're just waking up. Really stretch them, and as you exhale, allow that breath to bring the arms back down, keeping the eyes closed, keeping the arms back down towards the body. And with your eyes still closed, bring the palms of your hands together in prayer position towards your heart center. And then we're going to rub our hands together. So really rub them, creating heat. Feel that heat. That heat is energy, positive energy. With your eyes still closed, place your hands over your eyes. Feel and see the darkness through your eyelids. Feed in your third eye chakra, which is placed in between your eyebrows, with energy and heat. And slowly begin to open your eyes behind your hands and feel the light ever so gently creeping in behind your hands, in between the gaps, and slowly peel the hands back, inviting the light back in to your awareness, and slowly bring the arms back down to the sides of your body. And when you are ready, in your own time, nice and slowly just turn onto your right side, pushing your left hand into the earth to come up to seated, nice and mindfully, moving slowly.